like a little Eskimo. Hey, what's up, you guys? Okay, disclaimer. Just excuse the mess that is my house right now. It's an eyesore, but today's Sunday, so it's cleaning day, even though it's like midday and I'm still in my onesie. But hey ho, it's Sunday, it's fine. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of questions about owning a hedgehog sort of in my social life, and I thought it'd be cool if I did a video about owning a hedgehog, what to know, what not to know, you know, is a hedgehog for you, basically. Hedgehogs are all different, so the tips that I'm going to be giving on this video now are all in my experience with my personal hedgehog. You might get some hedgehogs which are really friendly, you might get some which are really grumpy, you might get some which are... they're all different. That sounds silly, but they are all different. This is just hedgehogs in my experience. Okay, so I think the first thing you need to know about hedgehogs is they are really messy. Like, I cleaned him out, like, I clean him out 3 times a week, and I'm due to clean him out, like, give him like a deep clean today. And this is how his cage is looking at the moment. Okay, so as you can see, he's in his little sleeping bag here. There he is, snuggled away. But yeah, this, I mean, I'll show you what it looks like when I've cleaned it, but yeah, this is just an absolute mess. Okay, so that's number 1. If you're squeamish of general waste and dirt, a hedgehog is not for you. I've grown up with pets all my life, so I have no problem cleaning shit out a cage or, like, etc. Just a tip, though, if you are getting a hedgehog, I have a vivarium, and I lined it with, like vinyl flooring, because I just take everything out, I leave him in his little sleeping bag, and I just clean around him, but I literally just anti-bac the whole thing, and just scrub it clean. It's so quick to clean because it's all sort of lined with vinyl. So as you can see, the cage is fully clean now. I've got to put his food bowl back in and do some hoovering, but yeah, that's his clean cage. I try to wash the fleece maybe once every couple of weeks because you want to keep their scent, because obviously their scent, you know, is them. So I'll probably clean like the fleece in like this bed 1 week, and then I'll clean like his sleeping bag, what he's in at the minute, like the other week, so he's got something that smells like him. Okay, number 2, I wouldn't recommend hedgehogs for children. Now, I know they look really cute and cuddly, and oh my god, they've got a fluffy belly, oh my god, he's in a teacup type thing, but no, they aren't. I mean, if you're like a parent who wants them yourself and you just want to say, oh, it's for my kid type thing, fair enough, but I think if you're a parent who thinks it's a good pet for a child, no, it's really not. They're nocturnal to begin with, so they are awake at night only. My hedgehog Harold, he usually gets up anytime between 8:30 till 1 in the morning. Some nights I won't see him, some nights he'll be up really early. I've had a couple of times where I've come home from work recently at 5:30 and he's awake running on his little wheel. I know it sounds obvious, but their spikes are really prickly, and they have like small toxins in the spike, so your hands go tingly when you touch them if they prick you. Not like massively, they're not going to like poison you or anything, but they're just, your hands go like, it's like pins and needles, but like really mild. So yeah, if you're getting it for your child, just be aware that you're going to be really involved. Number 3, hedgehogs aren't your cute cuddly creature like you think they are. They are very, very antisocial. Like, they don't... I'm not going to say they don't love you, because I say every hedgehog's different, but in my opinion, I mean, I have had him out most nights when I can, when he's awake, and he tolerates me. Don't get me wrong, he loves being out and he loves being around me, but I think he tolerates me, to be honest, because they huff when you touch them, and I'll show you that in a moment. Yeah, so as you can see, he's not very sociable because it's sort of like midday for him. So they kind of do this huffy thing when he's tired. Aww. He's like, fuck off, I'm so tired right now. But yes, they tolerate you. As I say, this is just in my opinion. I know people who've had hedgehogs who are so docile, and they're just so lovely, and they're just really friendly creatures. Not saying my Harold isn't like friendly and lovely. I do love him to pieces, but he tolerates me. It just depends on the hedgehog. There's a lot of question about hedgehogs being litter trained. In my opinion, this isn't true. We have like a piece of paper, as you can see, under his wheel, because they do their business while they run. Yeah, he just does all his business sort of on his wheel. Apparently there's some people out there, I've read forums, that have been able to litter train their hedgehog, but Harold just doesn't really seem to give a fuck where he goes, to be honest. Constantly sat there with the anti-bac on my carpet, it's a nightmare. But a definite pro, and this is one of the main reasons I do love having a hedgehog, obviously because I love to get him out, and it's a definite conversation starter, and I just love him to pieces. When he wants to be friendly, he's very, very loving. But one of the other reasons I do love having a hedgehog is they are so low maintenance. Now, obviously, yeah, they need cleaning at least 3 times a week, definitely. But if you decide to go on a weekend away, you don't have to worry about them, because they would rather you left them alone some nights, to be honest. I mean, they're so easygoing. Like, if you left them alone for a few days, they'd be more than happy with that. They're not too fussed about being on their own, just doing their own thing around their cages. When me and my partner decide to go away on like mini breaks or whatever, or if I go visit my family up North England, we just sort of stock him up with water and food and just leave him, and he's totally fine with it. Another thing you need to know about hedgehogs is they need to be set at around 22 degrees, else they'll go into hibernation, which isn't good, because depending on the hedgehog you get, they could actually die. So yeah, always have their thermostat going at 20. Well, we have it between sort of 20 and 25 degrees. They're usually quite happy with that. It's usually when there's like a sudden drop in temperature they start to go into hibernation. But you can get them out of hibernation, don't worry. I mean, you can get we've got like a Snuggie thing. I'll show you now, 1 second. Okay, so it's literally like this little heat mat thing, and you just take out the little thing and you microwave the purple thing, this bit here, and it just heats up for like 12 hours or so, and then you can just leave him on there and he'll eventually come out of hibernation. So he's never been into hibernation with me before, because I've always kept it regular sort of heat, but I have it just in case. Another thing you should know is that they need to have a reasonable size cage. Like I say, my cage is, I believe it's 1.15 meters long, like length, 45 depth and 55 height, so you can see how big that is. I mean, don't get me wrong, he uses all that space because they do travel a lot. Obviously they have their wheel, but they do need like a big cage to sort of run around in at night. It does become a piece of furniture, so they do take up a lot of space. Hedgehogs only live up to, well, they say around 4 years. I don't know, I say I've only had mine a month or so. Yeah, just over a month now. And I believe he's about 1 year old when we got him, so I'll let you know sort of down the line how long they live for. They don't have to eat live mealworms. Now, I did find this out because I didn't realise this until I got him. Oh, silly me. But yeah, when I was doing my research, it was saying basically mealworms, and I thought they were supposed to be like dried mealworms. And a lot of people I knew on this like hedgehog site forum feeding them live mealworms. Now, I've never done this before. I know the previous owners to Harold did do this, and he used to love them, and I might start doing them if he's, you know, if like a treat or whatever. But he does love his dried mealworms. Like, you can get them dried. I'll show you them now. The food they eat is, well, I do like a mix of cat food. So I have like Purina, Go Cat, but it's like dry biscuits. You can feed them wet food. It does make their poop come out like green, like gross. You don't want to do that. You want to give them dried stuff because it makes it solids, which are easier to clean. And he seems to like it. So I just mix some Go Cat Purina with some mealworms. I just fill his bowl up once a day. You don't need to like maintain how much they eat because they just eat what they want and go. They're not too... So they're really easy, like, maintenance. Like, they do look after themselves, and they're quite to themselves. They know what they want, and they do what they want type thing. They're quite easy in that respect, but obviously they're very messy, so they need to be looked after. But yeah, I will do an update at some other point. I'm sorry this is such a long video. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to get this up. I might get this up sort of like Wednesday time, because the last video I did was quite a short, just a channel trailer. So usually like me to start vlogging again, but no, I decided to do some answers to a few of you that had questions about my hedgehog and how to look after one, really. I make videos every Sunday, so stay tuned for that. Until next time, stay smiley. Bye. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, then be sure to thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with all your friends. And until next time, stay smiley. Bye.